It's time to welcome the Wine Ladies with Georgia and Suzanne. An entertaining hour topped up with great ideas about wine, where to dine, anything and everything to do with the vine. Great conversation, lots of laughter, guests from all walks of life, food and wine, music, art, sports, and much more, all on The Wine Ladies.
Hi everybody, it's us, the Wine Ladies.
I'm Georgia.
And I'm Suzanne. And welcome everyone to the show. We are live here today on thatchannel.com. And I'd also like to welcome our listeners on the Jewel Radio Network, the FM dial, 88.5 in Toronto, 98.5 in Ottawa, and 107.7 in Hawkesbury. Welcome everyone to the Wine Ladies.
And not to exclude our friends and fans on Facebook and the wineladies.com. Thanks for keeping up with us. Now, last week we asked the trivia question, what red and white grape varieties are the most planted in Australia? Now, the answer was Chardonnay and Shiraz, and I want to congratulate, let me see, Ron Sykowski of Wichita Falls, Texas. Congratulations, Ron. You have won yourself a copy of the fabulous book, Penfolds, The Rewards of Patience, chronicling the history of the iconic wines, Penfold Grange, with comprehensive tasting. It's an unbelievable book. Congratulations to Ron.
All right, well, congratulations, Ron. And we always like to toast our winners as well as our guests in studio and our listeners and viewers out there. So cheers, and to a fantastic show.
Cheers. What are we drinking in our glass today, actually, is we have a wonderful Riesling from Inniskillen. It's the 2008 Riesling Legacy wine. The winemaker, Bruce Nicholson, picks every year the varietal that he thinks best exemplifies that vintage, and in this year it was Riesling, and this is the wonderful wine that we were toasting with today.
All right, well, on with today's show, and this is going to be a fantastic show. Two of my most favorite things, chocolate and wine. With Easter just around the corner, it is going to be so much fun. So wine, chocolate, simply divine.
And absolutely two of life's greatest pleasure. Okay, now joining us in studio to help us explore the origins of chocolate, how it is made, how best to appreciate it, we have joining us Lyle Bleck. Lyle is the proprietor of Bernard Callebaut Belgium-style wonderful chocolates located in Oakville, Ontario. Welcome, Lyle, to the show.
Nice to be here. It's good to see you guys again.
Great to have you here.
And of course, to guide us through the principles of pairing wine and chocolate, the dashing and debonair Steve Thurlow is here with us as well. He is the senior editor of Wine Access magazine, as well as you are also the founder of the International Value Wine Awards. Is that right?
Co-founder with Tony Gismondi.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, welcome, Steve.
Great to be here. When you said two of your favourite things were here today, I thought you meant Lyle and me.
Well, besides you gentlemen, of course.
You said chocolate. You know.
Well, we are women. Women love chocolate.
Well.
And why do we all love chocolate so much? What is it about chocolate that just drives everybody crazy?
Theobromide. That's the drug that's inside chocolate that makes you feel good. Stimulates all your hormones in your brain.
So it really is an aphrodisiac. Would you say that?
Absolutely.
Oh, so that's why men
that's
always
your story, and
Yeah, and I'm sticking to it.
Isn't there also some kind of a love drug? It's the isn't it the same thing that's found in Turkey, like the tryptophan or something like that? Isn't that one of the stories that they say might lead to the good, why people enjoy chocolate so much?
Well, the theobromide is the thing that stimulates your own endorphins in your mind.
Okay.
The same ones that come to play in sexual games and those types of things. So that's why chocolate is so adored by men and women.
Okay.
But women seem to like it more, though. This is what we keep hearing.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I like chocolate a lot.
You like chocolate too, Steve?
Yes. I think lots of people like chocolate. I just think that once you start liking chocolate, you learn to discover the quality of chocolate, and there's actually a lot of not very good chocolate out there, and some of the stuff that's going to be thrown around this Easter is not that great. So, but we're here today with some of the best chocolate we're available in Canada, so that's great. So, and matching wine and chocolate, it's very important to have good quality chocolate. In other words, it doesn't really work very well if the chocolate's not very good.
Yes, absolutely. And I find that more and more people are getting interested in pairing wine and chocolate because you've given a lot of seminars. Are you finding they're becoming more popular?
Yes, I think so. I teach a lot about wine all the time, and I actually used to run a seminar which was called Acids and Tannins in Wines, and nobody ever came to it.
I wonder why. That's sounds scary.
And then I renamed it Wine and Chocolate, and it's always a sellout.
And now it's popular.
But it's the same material, really. It's all to do with the acid and the tannins, and the wines are the components that are important when matching it with chocolate.
Yes,
They
yeah.
play well together in a lot of ways. You know, you can have cheese all the time, but this is a good alternative.
It is.
To having a little party with people and testing things out, finding out how your palate reacts with this wine and that chocolate and that type of thing. And absolutely, it's the quality of the chocolate. Ours is organic, no additives, no preservatives. And we've got, I brought along today a new product from Bernard, which is basically the world's finest chocolates from 4 different countries, 4 different levels of cacao inside of it as well. So we'll get to try that with the wines and see how it helps accentuate maybe some of the chocolate flavors within.
And Steve, you've brought along 3 different wines. So maybe you can just tell us what you brought along. We can sort of get into the tasting with the 2 of them together in a little bit.
Sure, yeah. I brought 3 wines.
Okay.
The first one is a Shiraz from Australia. I think we're all familiar with Shiraz. And this one is not an expensive Shiraz. This one's only $12, $12.95, I think. It's in all of the LCBO stores. It's widely available. It happens to be a particular favorite of mine, and a wine that I like a lot, and I think it's great value for money. And Shiraz does work well with certain sorts of chocolate, and we'll see that today.
Okay.
The next wine in the lineup is a sweet wine, and this sweet wine's from Ontario.
Yes.
This is the Chateau des Charmes late harvest Riesling. And this we'll find is a wine that will work with white chocolate. In other words, the first wine's going to be working with dark chocolate, but the sweet white wines, and especially the ice wines and some of the sweet sherries, work with white chocolate.
Okay.
And then the last wine is a great all-rounder and works with virtually all sorts of chocolate. And this is the famous Tawny Port. So I bought a 20-year-old Tawny Port,
yum.
which is in Vintage's stores at the moment, so you can
Okay.
buy that wine. A little bit more expensive than the others. It's on $67, but when we try it, we'll see that it's
gonna love it.
well worth the money.
And you only need a little glass when you
need
have
a little
port.
glass
It's
of
not
it.
like the regular wine
It's
glass
20%
size.
alcohol, so if you drink a big glass of this, fill one of your glasses up, ladies, you will be on the
We're
floor.
going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
All right, now I just want to tell everybody about a wonderful event that Georgia and I are going to be involved with on May the 6th. It's a support of the Heart and Stroke Foundation, and unfortunately our mom recently died in November from heart and stroke, so we wanted to do something. So this is it's a Heart of Gold party where bring your gold and sell your gold and walk away with cash. Enjoy some wonderful wines from Girls Night Out, some wonderful food from Encore Catering, and of course Bernard Callebaut Chocolates will be serving there as well that day. And part of the proceeds will go towards the Heart and Stroke Foundation. So there's only 100 people that will be able to come to this party. So we want to encourage you to RSVP at thewineladies.com. So May the 6th, and we invite you to join us.
And it doesn't cost anything to get in. So it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful evening. And also, Suzanne, quickly, if I can just mention to everybody, remind everyone that we are leading our tour to Spain, to the Rioja wine growing region. We're going to be gone for 10 days. We're leaving June 12th, and we're going to go to Madrid, to Barcelona, to Bilbao, one of the wineries that we're going to be visiting. Now, let's see if I get this right. Botegas Lopez Heredia Vino Tondonia.
Wow.
I think that's right. I think I got that right. But it is the oldest winery in the mythical capital of Rioja Alta, and it's run by 2 sisters. Love it. And their brother and their dad, and it's an amazing wine. That's just one of the stops that we're going to make. So make sure you go on thewineladies.com for details for that too.
All right, so for a complete podcast of the show, go to thatchannel.com/thewineladies. And of course, you're also listening to the show on the Jewel Radio Network. We're going to go to a quick break right now to thank our sponsors, and when we get back, we're going to try some wine and chocolate. We'll be right back.